Alright, let me introduce you to someone amazing, Saint Verena. She was born into a noble Christian family in Thebes, Egypt, which today is Luxor. From the start, she wasn't your average kid. While other kids might have been out chasing goats or playing ancient board games, Verena was being mentored by Bishop Sherryman. Basically, she got private tutoring from a bishop. Imagine if your Sunday school teacher was also your personal coach, mentor, and history teacher rolled into one. Now, Verena had family ties with some big names. Her cousin was Saint Maurice, leader of the Theban Legion, a group of 6,000 Christian soldiers. And here's where things get interesting. When a legion was sent to fight in the Roman army, family members could tag along to cook, clean, and help heal the soldiers. So yes, Verena was basically the world's first Christian combat medic. But things took a dark turn. The Emperor Diocletian ordered the legion to worship idols. The soldiers said, "Nope, we follow Christ." So all 6,000 men were martyred, including her cousin Maurice. Brutal. Heartbroken, Verena fled all the way to Switzerland, which back then wasn't full of chocolate and watches yet. There, she decided to live an ascetic life, fasting, praying, serving, and performing miracles. She became like the local saintly superhero, but instead of a cape she carried soap and ointment. Why? Because Saint Verena cared about the stuff nobody else did. She taught people basic hygiene, literally washing hands before it was cool, showed them how to use herbs as medicine, cared for the sick, and even served lepers, people everyone else ran away from. Imagine someone in her time saying, "Don't touch them, you'll get sick," and Verena replying, "Nah, I've got Jesus and sanitizer." But she didn't stop there. She invested especially in young women, teaching them about faith, health, and dignity. She wasn't just handing out advice, she was changing lives. Many of those girls became Christians because of her. Of course, not everyone was a fan. The local ruler got jealous of her influence and tossed her in prison. But while she was sitting there, guess who showed up? Saint Maurice, her cousin, appeared to her and encouraged her. Can we pause here? Imagine your cousin FaceTiming you from heaven to keep you strong. That's next-level family support. Later, the ruler himself got sick with a high fever. His doctors couldn't help him, so they dragged Verena out of jail. She prayed for him, and bam, he was healed. Suddenly, the same guy who locked her up was like, "Yeah, maybe let's not mess with her anymore." Eventually, when her time on earth came to an end, Saint Mary herself appeared to Verena to comfort her. She departed in peace on September 14th, which is her feast day in the Coptic calendar. So what's the big takeaway? Saint Verena wasn't famous because she was a queen, or rich, or powerful. She's remembered because she cared. She taught people how to live healthier, served those nobody wanted to touch, lifted up young women, and stayed faithful to Christ no matter what. May her prayers be with us all.
Saint Verena didn't try to blend in when everyone around her was worshiping idols. She stood out for Christ. Today, teens face that same pressure to fit in. Whether it's social media trends, parties, or peer pressure, the temptation is to go along with the crowd. Saint Verena reminds us that it's okay to be different for the right reasons. Standing up for your faith may not always be popular, but it's powerful.
Yes, Saint Verena spent her life caring for people everyone else ignored, like the sick and the poor. For us, that might mean reaching out to the kid who eats lunch alone, defending someone being bullied, or showing kindness when nobody else will. It's easy to scroll past people's struggles, but Verena's life teaches us to stop, notice, and love the people society overlooks.
She lived a life of prayer and service, but also practical wisdom, teaching hygiene, using herbs, and helping people stay healthy. Teens today juggle school, sports, church, and friendships, and it can feel overwhelming. Saint Verena shows us that faith isn't just about Sunday services, it's about how we live day to day, balancing prayer with real action.
Even in prison, Saint Verena found encouragement through God and the saints. Life today has its prisons, too: anxiety, depression, rejection, or family struggles. When things feel heavy, her story reminds us that we're not alone. God sends us strength through prayer, the saints, and the church community to keep us going.